Good morning, everyone. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome you all to this special occasion where we blend patriotism with purpose and school values with the spirit of India.
Absolutely, Zaira ma'am. Today is a celebration not just of our independence, but also a step towards taking as a community towards health, harmony, and holistic development under the GSH initiative. It is our honor to have our visionaries here with us today. Please welcome, with a huge round of applause, Miss Dr. DawoodVaid, truly an inspirational personality. Our co-founders, Faisal Sir and Shabana Ma'am, our academic head, Mrs. Shazia Ware, and our principal, Miss Joyce Cletis, and our all-time favorite HR head, Christina Ma'am, and also our distinguished guest for today, Wing Commander Satyendra Chauhan. Your presence have added grace to our event. I am Miss Rabab.
And I am Miss Zaira, will be your host this afternoon as we walk you through today's vibrant program. To formally open today's celebration, we invite someone whose love and vision for our children is unmatched. We now invite our dedicated and dynamic principal, Miss Joyce, to officially open today's event and share a special message for our little sparrows. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Rabab ma'am and Zaira ma'am, for the wonderful introduction. Respected senior management of Golden Sparrow, our honorable chief guest, Mr. Satyendra Chauhan, our other guests of honor, dear parents, teachers, and my beloved students. A very good morning to all of you. Today we gather here to celebrate two significant milestones. The glorious occasion of our nation's Independence Day and the orientation of the new academic year. Both are moments of new beginnings. One marks a turning point in our nation's destiny and the other in learner's journey. Independence Day reminds us of the sacrifices of our great freedom fighters. Because of them, today we can live, speak, learn, and grow in a free land. Freedom is not just about waving the flag once a year. It's about taking responsibility for ourselves, for our choices, and our future. And what better time to reflect on the responsibility than at the start of the new academic year? A new academic year is a fresh page, and you hold the pen to write your story. Fill it with curiosity, discipline, and the courage to learn from mistakes. As we turn this new page together, I would like to share a short story, especially meant for our dear parents and caregivers. Once a young boy saw a butterfly struggling to break out of his cocoon. Feeling sorry for it, he gently cut open the cocoon to help. The butterfly came out, but its wings were very weak. It couldn't fly. Y'all know why? Because the struggle was nature's way of strengthening the butterfly's wings. So, in order to try to help the child, to help the butterfly, the boy had unknowingly taken away the very challenge that would have made the butterfly stronger. Now, the story reminds us that children grow best not when life is made easier, but when they can struggle, stumble, and rise again, but with guidance. So this year, let's commit to building resilience, not just report cards, fostering curiosity, not just compliance, and most importantly, teaching our children that freedoms comes with responsibility. towards themselves, towards their school, their family, and their country. And now, few words for my little ones. My dear students, learning from home is such a wonderful opportunity. It connects with you with friends and teachers worldwide. Yes, there might be small challenges of slow screen or sudden internet glitch, but these are very minor. What truly matters is your attitude and effort. I would like to emphasize on few important practices that are very important for a successful online learning journey. Log in on time, because being punctual shows discipline and respect towards you and your teachers. Stay in a quiet and well-lit space, because your environment shapes your focus. Keep your camera on. Let your teacher see your participation. Use the chat box respectfully. Your words reflect who you are. Stay alert, take notes, and always ask your doubts. Now, each of the small actions helps build big future. To our dear parents, thank you for being patient supporters at home. To our teachers, thank you for being the pillars of strength and wisdom. And to our students, thank you for always showing up with energy, with effort, and with the desire to grow. Let us step into this year with same courage, unity, and pride that won our nation its freedom. And may we keep the spirit of independence alive in everything we do. Wishing you all a happy Independence Day and a successful academic year ahead. Jai Hind. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Joyce, ma'am.
Thank you,
You have
ma'am.
you have
Thank you,
truly
ma'am.
today's
Thank you,
program.
ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Everybody, please keep
Thank you.
yourself. Saira ma'am, you can go ahead.
Thank you, Joyce, ma'am. You have truly set the tone for today's celebration.
Let's now witness a glimpse of how we as a school community are nurturing healthy, responsible students. Over to you, Vanessa ma'am.
Welcome to Golden Sparrow Hub Schooling, India's premier accredited online school for nursery to grade 12 students. Offering a comprehensive NEOS and EDEXL-based curriculum, we provide 2 to 4 hours of live classes daily, ensuring personalized attention with class sizes limited to just 15 students. At Golden Sparrow, your child will join a vibrant, multicultural community, forging friendships across India, sharing diverse cultures, and celebrating festivals together. Say goodbye to the morning rush and traffic woes. Learning from home means reduced stress, lower costs, and more energy for both you and your child. Our esteemed educators from across the nation ensure a holistic...
Vanessa ma'am, we cannot see the video. Vanessa ma'am, we cannot see the video.
Yes.
Yes, it's like
The DP or
1 minute. Ma'am, now?
no, ma'am.
Not yet, Vanessa ma'am.
Ma'am, now it's fine. I'm sharing my screen again.
yes.
Okay. Ma'am, can you see the video now? Can I start?
We cannot see the video, Vanessa ma'am.
Yes, now we can.
Now we can.
Now we can. Now we can see.
Now we can.
Yes.
Welcome to Golden Sparrow Hub Schooling, India's premier accredited online school for nursery to grade 12 students. Offering a comprehensive NEOS and EDEX-based curriculum, we provide 2 to 4 hours of live classes daily, ensuring personalized attention with class sizes limited to just 15 students. At Golden Sparrow, your child will join a vibrant, multicultural community, forging friendships across India, sharing diverse cultures, and celebrating festivals together. Say goodbye to the morning rush and traffic woes. Learning from home means reduced stress, lower costs, and more energy for both you and your child. Our esteemed educators from across the nation ensure a holistic education, blending academics with enriching extracurricular activities. Within just 3 to 6 months, 95% of our students exhibit remarkable academic improvement and embrace new extracurricular passions, boosting their confidence and self-assurance. We empower students to speak, participate, and express themselves, nurturing the leaders of tomorrow. Our proprietary online learning system offers a personalized experience with ebooks, videos, activities, and quizzes accessible. Teachers provide real-time feedback, regular parent-teacher meetings, and collaborate with you to chart your child's path to excellence. Join the future of education with Golden Sparrow Hub Schooling, where your child's learning and growth are celebrated with joy and pride. Enroll now. Visit www.hubschooling.com or call 91836-992-4090. Your child's bright future starts today.
Thank you, Vanessa ma'am. To give us more insight into the impact and future vision of GSH, we are delighted to welcome our passionate, innovative, supportive, and always welcoming academic director, Ms. Shazia Vaid.
Ma'am, you
Mic
are
is
mute.
mute.
Ma'am, you are in
Ma'am,
mute.
you are in mute.
Thank you, students, for reminding me that. Thank you, Zaira ma'am, and thank you, Rabab ma'am, for inviting me on the screen to address my dear students and my parents. And thank you, parents, for joining us today to celebrate Pre-Independence Day with us. Let me just share my screen. Today, what I thought is I would be sharing with you all the story of our own school, which is Golden Sparrow Online Schooling. And this thought actually came to me when I was taking grade 7. And one of the student asked me, ma'am, how did Golden Sparrow came into existence or how it was born? And that made me realize that this story should be shared not only with the students, but also with the parents and with the well-wisher. So let's begin. I can see all the excitement already. So let's begin. What is the story of Golden Sparrow Hub online schooling?
Good
So
morning,
hi,
ma'am.
good morning. Hi once again. I am Shazia Vaid and I'm the academic director of Golden Sparrow. And I have 3 lovely daughters and now I have a huge bunch of students. 6 years, and let me take you just 6 years back when my 3 daughters used to go to a very reputed school. And I would not name the school. And for me, every morning was like a marathon. I have to make sure that I have to wake them up early in the morning at 6 a.m., make sure that they eat their breakfast well. Then, they should be wearing all their uniform items like ties, socks, and the blazers, even in the warmer days, carry heavy school bags. Making their timetable early in the morning. There's so many other things and even catching the bus on time. But that is all right. It was lot of struggle. Every woman thinks they are superwoman and they can do anything. But after all this struggle as well, like when the kids would come home, there would be no joy of learning. Every day they would come and request me, Mama, is it okay if I take a break tomorrow? Mama, is it okay if I don't go to school tomorrow? And when there is same request every day, you should know, parents should know that there is something wrong. Not wrong with the child, but something wrong with the school system. And that's where the ideation came into existence. that will create something new. So my husband, DawoodVaid, he is a very experienced educationist. He came to me and he told me, like, what is the use of my education, being an educationist, if I cannot bring the joy of learning in my own kids? And that's how we thought of creating something like a Gurukul system, wherein all the children would come together, would sit together. There would be absolutely no classes, no grades. There would be pure learning. Every child would be teaching each other. And then we took a lovely space. And initially we got 30 students, and we were very excited to start that. And as we were about to start, what happened? COVID hit, and we were all forced to move back to the online schooling. Not move back to the online schooling, it was our first time, where all the schools were struggling to teach academics to the students. We were actually excelling on it. We were completely killing. All the children were enjoying it. And that's where that made us realize that this mode of learning is also possible. The children can learn really well, they can enjoy the classes. And that's how Golden Sparrow Hub online schooling came into existence. Now I would like to tell you how Golden Sparrow Hub online schooling is different from the other schools. Our learning environment. First, the learning environment is not stressed at all. We are just 4 days a week and 3 hours in a day. And the rest of the hours, the child is free to pursue their hobbies and interests. Then we give lot of subject choices to our children, especially when the child comes to grade 9, 10, 11th and 12th. Even if the child wants to opt out of the major subjects or the core subjects like maths and science, we give them options of psychology, home science, business studies, tourism, mass communication, ICT, and lots and much more.
And much more.
Yes, we are committed to excellence. That means 90% of our students, they do not take tuitions at all in grade 10th. 90%. We are very, very transparent. That means parents can watch us. Parents can watch what the teacher is teaching. Parents can watch what the child is learning. Parents can watch us all the time. We are very, very transparent. Just 2 years back, I got a feedback. Can you mute yourself? Please, can you mute yourself? Okay.
Sorry.
Thank you so much. So 2 years back, I got a feedback wherein the parent told me, like, ma'am, this particular teacher, she's not pronouncing the word properly. And we took the feedback positively and we conveyed it to the teacher. But just imagine the same thing happening in the physical school, which is like a black box. You cannot peep in. The parents cannot peep in, cannot see, what is happening with their children. How are they learning? We are very, very transparent. And the third thing is we are value for money. That means we are easy on your pockets. If you compare the fee structure of our school with any of the school. कहते हैं हलवाई अपनी मिठाई खुद की मिठाई नहीं खाता, but हम खाते हैं क्योंकि we believe in the cause. My own daughter Safia Vaid, she studied from an online schooling hub, Golden Sparrow Hub online school. We are an SDG school. So you save when you enroll in our school, you save on travel cost and time. Now I would like to read what are the mental stressors the child goes through when the child goes to a physical school. I'll start the mental stressors. The first one is waking up very early in the morning at around 6 a.m., rushing to eat breakfast, catching the school bus on time, making sure they don't forget ID cards, ties, blazer, or other uniform items, facing punishment or scolding if late, managing heavy school bags and long hours, completing large amount of homework, attending tuitions after schools, having little or no time for hobbies or rest. And there are so many other mental stresses which I have not added on the screen. Lastly, I would like to tell you one more story. This is the story of Rip Van Winkle. Now, who is this Rip Van Winkle? Rip Van Winkle is a mysterious man, and he has time traveled from past to future. And when he came to the future, he was completely astonished to see all the drastic changes. Okay, he saw the huge buildings or the tall buildings reaching the sky. He saw the car zoom past by on a well paved road, and he was overwhelmed to see all these changes. Amid this, he reached a school. When he reached a school, he took a sigh of relief. Why he took a sigh of relief? Because everything looks familiar from the past. Like the children were still sitting neatly on the row, in the row. The teacher was sitting in the middle and giving some kind of instructions. The only change which he found was the blackboard has turned into whiteboard. Today, we stay in a highly technical environment wherein we use Zeptos, Blinkits, YouTubes, but we want our children to learn in the very same old way, the way we have learned 20 years back. Right? Today, there is a huge difference between 21st century learners and the way we have learned 20 years back. We should be the one teaching the children Canvas, PPTs, Padlets, Google Meet. By the way, when you join online schooling, you would be learning all these things. We use smartphones, but we want our children to use dial phones, the very old way we have learned. Lastly, I would say online school is the new norm and it is there to stay. Lastly, I would like to thank all my parents for all your support and for showing the courage and always trusting us with your students and for taking the leap of faith. Thank you so much and happy Independence Day.
Thank you, Shazia ma'am. I'm sure you have touched every parent's heart and every parent can relate to what you said. I am absolutely sure we all are blessed to be a member of this huge Golden Sparrow family. Thank you so much. The value of discipline and well-being are indeed the foundation of lifelong learning. Your guidance always motivates us to strive for excellence. And now it's time to fill our hearts with joy. Our tiny sparrow from grade 1, Rukaya Imran Rachwani, is here to present short yet powerful speech on Independence Day.
Good morning, everyone.
One second, child, 1 second. Let's cheer them on as they express their love for a great nation in the cutest way possible. Please go ahead, Rukaya.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Rukaya Imran Rajwani. I wish you all a very happy Independence Day. It is my pleasure to deliver a welcome speech. On this day, today we are celebrating 79 National Independence Day of India. India became independent on 15th August 1947 from a cruel British rule. This independence we got was a result of lots of sacrifice and struggle of our great freedom fighters like Bhagat Singh, Subhash Chandra Bose and Mahatma Gandhi. On this day, national flag is hoisted on every public places. We celebrate this day by singing patriotic songs, perform cultural activities, and sharing sweets. I am proud to be an Indian and I love my country very much. Thank you. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
Very well said, dear. Yes, parents, please share your hearts with this tiny little sparrow. We are so proud of you, Rukaya. It is indeed, patriotism should not just be in words, it should be seen in our actions. Now, as we march ahead with pride, let's look at what's next, what's coming up at school, and what should we look forward to.
Thank you, Rabab ma'am and Zaira ma'am, for this beautiful opportunity. Happy morning to everyone who is sitting in front of the screens and also who are watching this program away from the screens while multitasking. GSH welcomes you to your year of growth and excellence. Let us learn, lead, and grow together. Each moment we spend here will add a step towards our sparrow's growth and bright future. I would like to call Miss Fatima to accompany me to share this bulletin.
Hello, Farzana ma'am.
Hi, ma'am.
So, Farzana ma'am, the GSH newsletter, as discussed, is all ready to roll out with the parents and students. Shall we take a quick glance at it?
Yeah, sure, ma'am.
This newsletter reflects our commitment to discipline, creativity, and holistic learning at our sessions.
To begin with, we had the most exciting day back to school on 16th of June. Back to school for students is like back to their second home. Yes, parents, we were excited to see their smiling faces, ready to learn and grow, and to fill this year with hard work, kindness, and joyful memories, and also with the hope that let's make this a year of new beginnings and success.
Yes, Farzana ma'am. Not only was this day exciting, welcoming our sparrows back to school, but we had some excellent news that gave us the opportunity to celebrate the success of our students who worked so hard.
Ma'am, this reminds me that beautiful शायरी मेहनत रंग लाई सपनों ने उड़ान भरी मेहनत रंग लाई सपनों ने उड़ान भरी इम्तिहानों की राह में जो डटे रहे हर शाम इम्तिहानों की राह में जो डटे रहे हर शाम आज उन्हीं होनहारों के नाम है कामयाबी का पैगाम जिन्होंने रातों को जगकर कलम से रिश्ता निभाया जिन्होंने रातों को जगकर कलम से रिश्ता निभाया आज उन्हीं के नाम है सफलता का साया.
That was lovely, Farzana ma'am. Yes, parents, these are the days where our teachers, students, and parents' hard work paid off. Our young and diligent sparrows came with flying colors in the exams. Sabir and Jasmine from grade 12 and Moinuddin Azhar Sheikh and Khadija from grade 10 topped the list.
Impressive results by our sparrows, Fatma ma'am. Since we are talking about the exams, the term assessment is what popped in my mind. Do you know, Fatma ma'am, in physical schools, exams are like Insta filters. They show you things you never knew existed, like panic, prayer, anxiety, and your long lost syllabus. During exams, even the quietest student suddenly becomes religious.
Don't worry, ma'am. It's a different story here in GSH. Exams are not just tests, but they help students understand how much they've learned. We in GSH make study plans, give daily revision, and clear students' doubts with utmost passion and commitment. The tentative dates for the term exams are shared on your screen. Exams are divided into three terms. The first term, September 22nd to 26th. The second term will be conducted in the month of December 15th to 20th. And the third term will be conducted in the month of March from 9th to 18th. Our exams will be conducted into two forms: summative assessments that would be written, and authentic assessments, project and activity based exams. Staying calm, consistent, and confident is the key during exams. And we in GSH follow a holistic approach that focuses on the whole person. encompassing cognitive, emotional, social, physical, and moral development rather than just academic achievements during our assessments.
That's why we have notable accomplishments, Fatima ma'am. Ma'am, is your father a superman to you?
There is no doubt about it, ma'am. Obviously,
Yeah, every father is a superhero because no one can protect us, love us, and care for us as a father does. That's why, to honor our fathers, we celebrated Father's Day on June 25th. The day was so emotional, where we all understood how much our kids love their father, how strong their bonding is. So many quotes full of love, full of emotions, overwhelming feelings, genuine feelings we had that day. It was so emotional, ma'am.
it
Kid
really was.
shared with us, Kid shared with us why he is the best dad ever and all the things they love about him. What makes their dad their superhero? Their favorite memory with their dad. What do they love doing together? Our sparrows made the day super memorable by doing lot of activities as you all can see on the screen.
Yes, Farzana ma'am. It was really heartwarming to see children spending quality time with their father.
Yes.
Also, in GSH, we focus not only on student studies, but also put emphasis on character building, thereby shaping the students' personalities as well. Hence, we celebrated World Forgiveness Day on 9th of July to spread kindness, healing, and understanding through fun and meaningful activities, joining together in the spirit of forgiveness. Our students shared their hurting memories and how they forgave them. They learned the importance of forgiving and letting go.
Yes, ma'am. That day I too realized that our sparrows are all full of sympathy and empathy. Fatima, ma'am, I have heard from my reliable sources a small secret about you. That
Really, ma'am? What is it?
you have a drawer full of chocolates at home. Is it true?
Oh, yes, Farzana, ma'am. Chocolates are my absolute favorite. It's my go to comfort snack. Sometimes I get it as gifts from family members, but mostly I buy it. And who doesn't love a bar of chocolate? So, we in GSH also had a day to
Good
celebrate
morning,
chocolates.
ma'am.
You mean you had a lot of chocolates, sweet chocolates?
Yes, we celebrated World Chocolate Day on 24th of July. It was a day filled with love, chocolate, and happiness. It was a time to express affection and appreciation for loved ones on over chocolate drink pe charcha, where students and teachers connected with one another and spent a wonderful day.
Oh, yeah, we had a yummy, flavorful day. Fatima ma'am, we also invite talented individuals around the globe to come and share their valuable thoughts with our students to mold them into skilled and unique. And we had Miss Alia Inamdar on 4th of July, who took a session on financial literacy and gave an insight to our students on how to manage their finances at a very young age. And more proficient, exceptional minds are on their way to enlighten our sparrows continuously around the year. Last but not least, parents, we have webinars once a month for homeschoolers and parents, conducted under the leadership of our insightful, inspiring, and skilled visionary, Dr. DawoodVaid sir. Webinars for homeschoolers and parents help in guiding and learning with expert support and practical tips. These webinars in GSH offers a chance to learn new teaching strategies and connect with parents on the same journey. So in the recent webinar conducted, we had Sir Muzaffar to share his ideologies on the topic conscious connection, that is, communicating with clarity and compassion.
Yes, Farzana ma'am. We have some upcoming events to look forward to. We have World Photography Day on 19th August, where some fun activities will be conducted. In the month of September, we have Teachers' Day celebrations International Sudoku Day. And then in the month of October, we have Assembly on Eradication on Poverty, and the most awaited, our Diwali vacation, will be there in the month of October. We believe in we believe success is the result of small, consistent efforts, and this timeline is reflecting that belief. We hope that this timeline helps you to understand our commitment to discipline, creativity, and holistic learning. We look forward to working with you at every step and seeing our kids excel and grow into their best self. Thank you for trusting us, and let us begin this journey with excitement and positivity. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Farzana ma'am,
Thank
and
you, ma'am.
thank you, Fatima.
Thank you, ma'am.
I'm sure you
Thank you,
have
ma'am.
got all the
Thank you,
students
ma'am.
excited for the upcoming events. Thank you for helping
Thank you,
us
ma'am.
all to
Thank
stay
you, ma'am.
ahead. Thank you. I'm sure all of you all are excited looking at the events coming up. Yes. Thank you, ma'am, for keeping us stay ahead and involved with the
Thank you,
exciting
ma'am.
events lined up. Mile by mile, we hit the milestone.
Thank you,
Soldiers are not
ma'am.
born, they are formed in the fire of discipline, courage, and love for the nation. Today, we are honored to welcome someone who has worn the proud blue uniform of the Indian Air Force, defending our skies with unmatched bravery. The Indian Air Force is not just about aircraft, it's about the men and women whose courage makes those machines fly with purpose.
Our guest, Wing Commander Satyendra Chauhan, fondly known as Winko Chow, is a war veteran, speaker, communication specialist, and a lifestyle coach. His career in Air Force was marked by service, sacrifice, and a fierce commitment to protecting the freedom we celebrate today. A war veteran is a living history book, carrying in his heart the stories of valor, sacrifice, and resilience that inspire generations. Even after his service in uniform, Wing Commander Chauhan continues his mission to inspire mind, build leaders, and motivate people to live with discipline and purpose. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let's stand tall and give a thunderous applause to welcome Wing Commander Satyendra Chauhan. Welcome, sir. Over to you.
Hello, my incredible sparrows. Can you all hear me? Give me a thumbs up.
Yes. Yes,
All
sir.
right, great. So, are you all ready to light up this pre-Independence Day bash with
Yes,
me
sir.
and everyone around?
Yes. Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir. Yes.
All right,
Yes. Sir.
yay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. So, before I go any further, let me ask you all to pat yourself at the back and ask me why. Because you are among the best with the online thing happening, and yes, the entire brainchild of Dr. Dawood and ma'am, we are here today, spreading the wings of liberty, freedom, and of creativity, and that comes in from curiosity. So, and what makes you best? What makes you best is the virtual classrooms, which actually are your playgrounds and which help your brain and academics to flourish with life skills and inculcate entrepreneurship and sustainable development goals within you. And what makes it all possible? तो ये सारी चीजें कैसे संभव हो पाती हैं? It all happens because of the environment around us, the people around us, which nurture this curiosity and kind of fill your cup with creative ideas, some visions, some missions, with utmost clarity and resilience. तो इसी पे मुझे भी एक बहुत पुराने उर्दू शायर थे जिनका नाम था शरशार सैलानी, और उनका शेर याद आता है। और मुझे लगता है कि जो बड़े हैं इस मीट पे, अगर बच्चे ना समझ पाए तो बाद में उन्हें ज़रूर समझा दीजिएगा। एंड इट गोज समथिंग लाइक दिस: चमन में इखलात बू से बात बनती है, चमन में इखलात रंग बू से बात बनती है, हम ही हम हैं तो क्या हम हैं, तुम ही तुम हो तो क्या तुम हो। तो कहने का मकसद ये है कि इट इज नॉट डन अलोन। अंडरस्टैंड, इन अ गार्डन there are multiple forms of colors and scents which make the vibe, and it all is in the togetherness which helps me find out who am I and who we are. So, together, sparrows, let's embrace every caste, creed, culture, like an Indian thali, which is busting a variety of food and flavors, and can't be a better acronym that comes to mind. Now, I would start this with some interactions. And before I begin those interactions, let me ask you this question: what makes us, actually the entire being, rather living being, or let's say in particular the human being, happy and healthy? Could you all think of something looking at this picture? So can you all see this picture? Somebody respond.
Yes, sir, we can.
Great.
Yes, sir.
What is there in this picture?
Yes, sir.
Great. So what it indicates is actually that it is freedom and independence, which is the ultimate vibe for any living being actually, and for humans especially. And to get this freedom within yourself and around you, what you do, you dream, you create, you help others. And together, what we do is we feed this creativity, the curious minds that you all are. And whether it is, solving a simple puzzle, or the name that comes to my mind is that of, rapper Badshah. uh, kind of, great vibes that are there. And also, what brings all this together is coming up in my next slide, which probably will, is actually my goosebump times. Hope you're able to live this. So I'll just play this short video, and which comes from the famous Surya Kiran teams, which perform the, aerobatics in most of the shows across the world. And now, before we go any further, with this picture in the backdrop, uh, to touch that sky with glory, अगर ये आसमां आपका है और उसे आपको छूना है, तो ये आज़ादी दिल की, ये आज़ादी दिमाग की, ये आज़ादी शरीर की, ये आपको कहाँ से आएगी और कैसे आप इसे संभालेंगे? Can anybody give me any thoughts? Any of the staff, teachers, anybody can help me? All right, so I'll
Sir,
help you
can
all.
you please repeat your question once for us?
Okay, what I said is, what would you do? What would you do, to feel independent? What would be your actions? What would be your thoughts? What would
I'm
be
sure to
your,
feel the independence, we all
yeah,
should exercise our rights as the citizens first. So,
excellent.
exercising and being responsible citizens would be the first that comes to my mind.
Excellent, excellent. So somebody had asked me in one of such talks, and that is what exactly my answer was. So somebody had asked me, "What is the ideal personality?" And I said, "Be a good citizen. That is the ideal personality." Excellent answer there. So let's hear it from ma'am there. And now that you have this azadi, don't you think that it is like a kite without a string? अगर उसे कंट्रोल ना किया गया और अगर उसे साधा नहीं गया तो वो कहीं भी जा सकती है। तो उसके लिए क्या जरूरी है? To to kind of channelize the independence and the freedom. What you require is something which gives it a direction. And that would probably, in my life from the armed forces, the first one buzzword is discipline. Discipline, routine, and then carry on with those words. And we could see numerous examples whereby, in today's scenario, what comes easily to your mind is the influences from YouTube. I don't know how many children or the teachers and the staff here know of Prajakta Kohli, goes by the name mostly Sane, or there are plenty of them. Those are there who have channelized this energy. Now, what is that spark which this picture, conveys to you? Now, firstly, can you all guess whose picture is this on the screen?
Mahatma Gandhi.
Wow, wow,
No.
good, good, good.
Yes.
Excellent,
Mahatma Gandhi.
excellent, excellent. You get full marks. You all get full marks.
Gandhi. Sir
Excellent.
Mahatma
All
Gandhi.
right.
Sir Mahatma Gandhi. Sir
Great.
Mahatma Gandhi.
You could mute.
Good change. Mahatma Gandhi.
All
Mahatma
right.
Gandhi.
Okay.
Mahatma Gandhi. Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi.
Excellent, excellent, excellent. So now to keep this, spark and a personality like this, I to me, Gandhi was the coolest leader. There are so many leaders that are there on your screen. So, starting from Mangal Pandey, Rani Lakshmi Bai, Tatya Tope,
Same.
you can see those pictures, Vivekananda,
Sorry.
who later on came in, and so on and so forth. Chacha Nehru, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, Maulana Azad, Bhagat Singh, Chandrasekhar Azad, Netaji Bose, Bal Gangadhar Tilak, Dr. Rajendra Prasad there. Yeah. So, so now, what I am hinting at is, there are these contemporary leaders also. Some of them are recognized faces, and some of them are not. Yet I'm sure you all would recognize the face on the
I
extreme
can see.
right corner of the screen. You all recognize her? All right, that's Alia Bhatt. So I do consider her a leader of some sorts in her own domain. Now, do you all recognize this gentleman? It is Field Marshal Sam Manekshaw. You all saw the movie Sam Bahadur?
Sam Bahadur.
Yeah. So he's among the greatest army generals, ever born, and especially on this land. And what he said, and I quote him, was, "Give me a man or woman with common sense, and yes, who's not that, dumb there, and I assure you can make a leader out of him or her." So that is where, I am aiming this talk or this day to focus on. What does this picture depict? Can somebody take a guess?
Sir, it is a man whose shadow is much bigger than him.
Yes. And also that once you stand out, there are a lot many people who would start to follow you. So in order to be there, you have to stand out as a leader. And what are those leadership qualities there? That is what I am looking at today. So, can somebody take a guess? Few of them have already been mentioned by speakers, who came just before. Can you all guess?
Yes.
Teacher.
Tare Zameen Par.
Okay.
Tare Zameen
Bahut
Par.
badhiya. So what I'm going to do is mute yourself and I'll play this. You all feel like dancing to it?
I'm sure all the students are already tapping to the tunes, sir.
Yes, that's what is intended in this pre-Independence Day bash. All right. So the answer here is the first word that is needed to go anywhere and stand out is curiosity. Curiosity, and once you're curious, the creativity starts following you. And once that happens, then we look at certain qualities which are there or sought from a leader. Can you see that? It starts with character, and then to develop that, you maintain that character and develop certain skills. And that is what you all are doing, which is called as competence. And then once you have some competence, then it comes courage, physical and moral. Courage to execute, to share what you have learned, and to stand by your conviction. There are certain hallmark pillars which are required. कुछ ऐसी चीजें हैं जो आपको जमीन पे ग्राउंडेड रखती हैं और जिसकी ताकत से, उन क्वालिटीज से आप करेजियस बनते हैं. और वो क्वालिटीज जो हैं वो क्या है हमारे अंदर? वो बहुत सिंपल क्वालिटीज हैं. लव, कंपैशन, respect, and charity. A little bit of giving, approach of giving. From courage, we get on to commitment and accountability. Commitment, that is, जो मैंने एक बार ठान ली, फिर मैं किसी और की भी नहीं सुनता, अपने आप की भी नहीं सुनता. The famous dialogue. All right. And after that, what follows is the choices that you make. It is this choice or the decisions that you arrive at which make you what you are or what you would become. तो जो आपको करना है आगे, उसके लिए आपको चाहिए एक very strong and sound character. Then you need to build competence, and with competence you need to have moral and physical courage, and then you need to stand by for a cause like you all are there, and commitment कि जो मुझे करना है वो सही है और वो मैं आगे करता चलूंगा. और उसके लिए जरूरी होता है एक डिसीजन, और डिसीजन के पहले आती है चॉइस. वो दो राह जहां में आप सही उस प्रायोरिटी के हिसाब से द राइट थिंग इज चोजन. And what brings me, to make you understand, is the generally the stories from the uniform. So, how many of you have heard the name of Flying Officer Nirmaljeet Singh Sekho? You've heard of his name?
Can you repeat, sir?
Flying Officer Nirmaljeet Singh Sekho. All right. So I wouldn't waste your time. He was the first Paramveer Chakra from the Indian Air Force. In the 1971 war, Nirmaljeet Singh Sekho took off his NAT aircraft under the enemy fire and downed two saboteurs of the adversary, and in the process, he sacrificed his own life. And that goes to show the character, the competence he had, whereby though he was outnumbered by these far superior Sabre aircraft, yet he took on and shot two of them. And yes, he was overpowered. And unfortunate part is that the airfield was bombarded already. So, it was difficult to land at that moment. So what it showed was his courage and commitment. And at the end, the choice to sacrifice his life, for the nation. So that is what is the whole leadership model is all about. You must have heard later on the stories of INS Khukri. People from Mumbai would understand that. If the children may not know, the teachers might want to share it in some other time, whereby this was, INS frigate ship, which was down, and the captain of the ship was Captain Mullah, and he was awarded Mahavir Chakra posthumously because he decided to go down with his ship. So those are the stories of courage, commitment, valor. How many of us recognize him? I'm sure quite a few of would recognize him. Any of the teachers?
Abhimanyu.
All right, very close. It is then Wing Commander Abhinandan. Incidentally, I worked with him a long time back, 2014-15. He was very young also then. So this is a recent example of the 5 C's that I told you just now. Those are character, competence, courage, commitment, and choices. And then, do you know who this person is? And he made this slogan, Ye Dil Mange More, very popular. So you can read his name, Captain Vikram
Captain
Batra,
Vikram Batra.
the Mahavir Chakra. And what was the movie which came out recently based on his life story?
Sher
Share
Shah.
share.
Wow. So he was nicknamed Sher Shah. So that was Sher Shah. So, like now, children, what I would want you all to do is that remember that it is not the strongest or most intelligent who will survive, but those who can best manage change. This is a quote from Charles Darwin's theory of evolution. Although I have tweaked it to make it short and appealing, but what you need to know is that continue to work on yourself, continue to grow, continue to improve, continue to adapt and evolve. Evolve into being a better human being, evolve into being a better professional, evolve into being a responsible citizen. And while doing that, there are times when you would face setbacks and you would require a spring like this to bring you back into action. You need to be like that tree which doesn't get uprooted with the strong winds. It just stays there, and that quality is called resilience. You have to be resilient in order to rise and come back and fight again. And like this small little picture shows here, resilience is not only fighting back and bouncing back. Resilience is also about growing through. In the adverse scenarios, adverse circumstances, we have all seen the time Madam was making a mention of the COVID times. We've seen how resilient we were. So it helps us grow through the adverse times, in the times, and find opportunities within the weaknesses. And this is a small circle of resilience for you all. How does it come? It comes from information all around us which is vibrating in the form of energy, and that gives us our thoughts which are later converted into some kind of emotion and feelings which mold our behavior. And that comes only when you start following a routine, developing certain habits, following certain patterns, and that makes your entire personality. And then you start contributing to the world again. And yes, I would certainly like to end this. But before going, remember, it is our 79th independence, which is hard fought. And the little girl made that point. The cruel Britishers were there. So let us remember that nobody in the future to come, we all need to develop those habits in our own space and place, that you have this leadership, and never forget those leaders which gave us the shining beacon of light, right? And before I end this, let me just give you the second glimpse of the Surikirans, and that is how this would go. Before I go, remember to develop that leadership. You all need to understand people around you. You all need to understand that what brings these people together. And what better way of understanding this could be than traveling? Get an opportunity, move out of your spaces, start small, and go and see as many places, meet as many people, see as many cultures, eat as much of food around, and that would give you the real pulse of the people in order to become a good leader. And before I go, I know you all are doing a greatest, service. I'm talking about the leaders, I mean teachers and the staff there and everybody. Please continue to do this good work. And remember that this freedom is hard fought, very hard fought. And what we need to develop is to become a strong nation. And this strong nation is will come from its young sparrows, which will make future leaders with their curiosity to explore, with the creativity to solve, with the clarity to decide, and resilience to bounce back before you make any choices to come and arrive at the hardest decisions that you have to take. So keep learning. You all are certainly part of this greater mission. So and yes, हमें वो सब चिड़िया दिखाई दे रही हैं जिन्होंने इस भारत और हिंदुस्तान को इतना बड़ा सुनहरी चिड़िया बनाया था. So that is all you golden sparrows are. And so let's get to our purpose with a big grin. Let us see you all smiling. And with me, unmute yourself and let's give a lovely, independence cry. Say, Jai Hind!
Jai
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Amazing.
Freedom shines the brightest when we stand together. Thank you so much.
Today's celebration would have been incomplete without some wise words from our esteemed guest, Wing Commander Satyendra Chauhan. As it's rightly said, a leader is one who sees more than others sees, who sees farther than others sees, and who sees before others sees. A leader must be a seer. This quote highlights the importance of vision, foresight, and insight in effective leadership. A good leader can anticipate challenges, opportunities, and trends and guides their team accordingly.
Thank you, sir, for those inspiring words and for your service to the nation. The Indian Air Force motto says, touch the sky with glory. And sir, you have truly lived that. You have reminded us that real heroes don't wear capes, they wear uniforms. We salute you and we are grateful for the courage and dedication you represent. Thank you so much, sir. And now we have a special interaction planned, a short question and answer session with our chief guest, Wing Commander Satyendra Chauhan. This is your chance, students, to ask questions you have always wanted to know from someone who has served our nation with pride. Anyone from the students would like to ask questions to our
Me.
Santoshi?
Hello, sir. So, may I ask you a question? Yes, thank you. So, my question is, how did you get your nickname Winco Chow, and what does it mean to you?
So you're muted.
Yeah, so that's very simple there. Wing Commander is the acronym or the short form or the slang for, Winco is the slang for Wing Commander, and this is a universally accepted, acronym or the AKA nickname that everyone gives to the rank. So that Winco comes from Wing Commander, and Chow comes from Chauhan. So in the services, Chaudharys, Chauhans, and everyone are nicknamed Chow. And when I was beginning my journey into this field of coaching and meeting you all young minds, I said there couldn't be a better short, crisp name than Winco Chow. And it was also rhyming with my thought process, which is happiness. So happiness how? With Winco Chow. So that's my YouTube channel. Go and visit it.
Thank you, sir.
Surely. Now, next question. Anyone would like to ask the next question? Oh, I can see so many excited hands. Yes, okay. Yes, Umar Kazi, you can ask your question.
Sir, another question for you. What message would you give to students who look up to you?
Wow. I'm very sure that's too profound a question for me even to answer. Yet my answer would be understand what makes you strong, and what makes you strong is starting from good health. Then continuing to do what you aim to do, acquire education, become competent. Third is maintain good relations with all around you, family, friends, society, and then live a good life. And in the end, nation first and people next. Mission always. That's my
Thank you,
message.
sir. Thank you,
Sir, I
sir.
want to add
Truly
something.
inspiring.
After today's session, everyone's looking up to you. Sir, the sparrows and everyone's going to watch. Sir, you have won our hearts. Absolutely, sir.
Thank
Amazing.
you, sir. Thank you. Pleasure is all mine. I'm ready to answer if you all have time.
Thank you
Truly
so much,
inspiring
sir,
answer.
for serving our curious minds.
Thank you,
Yes,
sir.
we will go for the last question. Okay, so that, yes, everyone will get a chance. We are short of time, but yes, last one I would be picking up. Okay, Ahan Jain there. Yes, Ahan, last question to go, sir.
Sir, what was your most challenging mission?
Oh, yes. I've had couple of them. So, you know, two come to my mind. Now I'll have to think of which takes priority. Okay. So during the Kargil War, I was stationed in the northern front, very, in the sector closer to Kashmir. And so that is the time when we had to take a decision. Like I said, choice had to be made, becoming courageous, using your competence, and showing commitment to your duty, whereby a Chinese aircraft was deviating its path. I don't know how much you understand. There are certain processes by which the aeroplanes fly. So in this case, a Chinese aircraft which took off from Karachi was to go to Beijing, and I still remember the call sign was Chinese 946, which due to bad weather deviated, but without permission, it came into India, and now decision was to shoot it down. So we scrambled to make 29s in the night at around, and yes, by the way, it reminds me, I get goosebumps. This was 3:30 in the morning, early morning. Date was August the 13th, and the day was Friday then, if I remember correctly. So, so, so it was, and then we somehow, yes, it all went off. So that was one of the exciting moment. Yes, probably you may not get that excitement in the short story and time because it is a 2 hour long mission, which generally happens. So that was one interesting one. Followed by that, there was one when I was in Bombay, where similar action taken, and we had to bring down force a aircraft to land in Juhu Airport. So these are two which come to mind immediately.
Thank
So
you, sir.
there are many exciting stories. Maybe we'll one day we will do a only storytelling session.
Yes.
I'll
Absolutely, sir.
request
It would be
your
so
admin,
interesting to hear
and
from you.
yes,
Absolutely.
because I know this is a commitment-full day. So please pardon me. We'll have to go by the admin's directions here. Yet I have so many stories and in picture form. By the way, I can do a slide presentation, including the one Abhinandan's mission. So where Abhinandan's aircraft was shot down. So that story is there with me. So one day probably, maybe in a leisure after 15th August,
Surely,
we'll
we
do
would
that.
love to hear from you, sir. It would be so exciting for our students and for us. So, moving forward,
Thank
Absolutely,
you.
ma'am. So, thank you, sir, for answering our curious minds with such warmth and insight. Your words have surely left us motivated and inspired.
before we move on to our next segment, it's time for something truly special. Our talented students have prepared a short skit on do's and don'ts of parenting.
Through real life situations and touching moments, they'll highlight what children truly need from their parents. It's a gentle reminder that parenting isn't just about rules, it's about love, patience, and understanding.
Hey, Ammi, have you noticed how parenting styles have evolved over the years?
Absolutely, Santoshi. It's fascinating to see the shift from authoritarian approaches to more understanding and communicative methods.
I believe one crucial thing parents should do is actively listen to their children. It makes kids feel valued and understood.
I agree. Also, setting clear boundaries is essential. Children need to know what's acceptable and what's not within a framework of love and support.
Exactly. Consistency is enforcing rules. Helps students feel secure. On the flip side, parents shouldn't be overly permissive to avoid conflict. It can lead to confusion and insecurity in children.
True. Another thing parents should avoid is comparing their children to others. It can damage self-esteem and create unnecessary pressure.
Yes, each child is unique and should be appreciated for their individuality. Also, parents should model the behavior they wish to see. Children often emulate their parents' actions more than their words.
That's a great point. Demonstrating empathy, patience, and integrity can teach children these values effectively.
In summary, effective parenting involves active listening, setting constant boundaries, avoiding harmful comparisons, and last but not least, leading by example.
Well said, Santoshi. It's all about nurturing a supportive and respectful environment for children to thrive.
Let's take a moment to reflect on their efforts. To express our love and gratitude, what better way than through heartfelt words? Let's write a sweet letter to our parents appreciating all they do for us.
Truly a remarkable performance. Not perfection, but connection is what they seek the most. Now, as it is rightly said, children are great imitators. So give them something great to imitate. And now we bring you a thoughtful and touching segment. Our sparrows from grade 4 and 8 come together to share their heartfelt letters for you, dear parents. These messages are simple, honest, and truly eye opening.
Let's listen in closely as they come forward one after the other, calling upon Hania Amir Khan, whose words will surely touch our hearts.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Hania Amir Khan. Today, I would like to read a letter to my parents. Dear Mama and Pa, I'm writing this letter to tell you both how much I love you. I always appreciate your efforts. You always take good care of me. I'm thankful to God for having you both. I have a small request for you both that we plan more family trips so we can spend more time together. I hope you take this request on priority. Thank you for always being there for me and my siblings. We admire you and love you both. Yours, loving daughter Hania. Thank you.
That was so adorable, Hania. Thank you. A beautiful reminder for more family trips. After all, the best journeys are the ones we take as family. Now calling upon Rayan Naidu, ready to share his message with honesty and warmth. All yours, parents.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Riya Naidu. I'm from grade 4. Today, I'm going to read out a special letter to you all. This is a love letter to my dearest parents. Dear Ammi and Abu, I love both of you and appreciate all things you both do for me. From cooking my favorite food to understanding, teaching and explaining things to me, loving me, also motivating me to do my best. I also thank you both for always loving me unconditionally. I want to make a request to you both. I want you to spend more time with me as I want to cherish more and more memories with you. You are the best gift I ever received from Almighty. I love you both very much. Thanks a lot for everything. Lots of love. Your loving son Rayan.
Parents, please share some hearts with this little sparrow expressing himself so warmly. Please, I want all of you all to share some hearts, encouraging our students. Yes. Thank you, Ryan. With a warm request, what a warm request it was. More shared moments together. And you're right. Time is the most precious gift our parents give us, isn't it? Now, calling upon next in line is Zunaira Khan.
Hello everyone, I am Zanara Khan from grade 8 and today I would like to read a letter to my parents. Dear Mom, I feel really happy when you hug me and make me feel safe. It means a lot when you listen, even if I am talking about small or random things. Your kind words give me courage and I feel proud when you cheer me on, even for little efforts. When you smile or say it's okay, it makes everything feel better. I like having time to play or just being silly. And I love that you let me ask questions without getting angry. I'm not perfect, but I'm truly trying. So please trust me and don't compare me with others. If you're ever upset or tired, you can tell me gently. I'll understand. Your daughter, Zuni.
Thank you, Zunaira. A thoughtful reminder to never compare and always be there. That's the real magic of feeling safe and loved. Now, we call upon Raphael Roshan, whose poetic touch will add depth to our reflection.
Ma'am, for me the letter is slanted. Is it stuck for you guys also?
Yes.
Okay, ma'am, now
Yes,
it's
we
me.
can. Yeah, yeah.
You can
Dear Appa and Amma, I just wanted to say how much I love you both. I know I might act foolish here and there, but your unconditional love is what keeps me going. You might shout at me, but I understand it's because you care. I might be annoying, but all I need is some patience and motivation. You care about me so much, and I try my best in everything I do. It's your support and smile that keeps me from going blue. Even when I mess up, you're always there. That means more to me than I can ever explain. Thank you so much for being a hope of joy no one can replace.
Beautifully said, Raphael. Your words painted pictures in our hearts. Calling upon next is Umar Kazi, bringing his own thoughtful perspective to the stage.
Dear amazing parents, today is a new beginning for me, and I want to thank you for making it possible. Your love, sacrifices, and endless encouragement helps me have brought me to this moment. I know I wouldn't be here without your guidance and belief in me. You've taught me to be strong, kind, and never give up. Lessons I'll carry with every step of the way. No matter where this journey takes me, I'll always remember that home is a place where you are. I love you both more than words can say. With all my love, Umar Kazi.
Thank you, Umar. Your message was wise and meaningful beyond your years. I think I can see tears of joy welling up in our parents' eyes, isn't it? Reflecting the love they feel. Now, I would like to call upon Umar Sheikh with insight that reflects maturity.
Good morning, everyone. Today I'm gonna recite a letter to my dearest parents. Dear Mom and Dad, thank you for loving me and being there for me. Your hugs make me feel safe and happy. Sometimes I feel sad when you get upset fast or compare me to others. But I know you love me and I love you too. Your love helps me grow. I love you bigger than the sky.
Very well expressed, Umar. Your words remind us of the importance of listening with empathy. Next, we call upon Mehfooza Yasser with her vibrant and energetic spirit.
everyone, myself Mahfuza Yasser from grade 4. Today I am going to tell about my letter to my parents and siblings. Dear father, mother, brother, and sister, thank you for always being there for me. Not just with things, but with your time, love, and endless patience. You let me be myself and grow in my own way. And that means the world to me. You taught me what real love, kindness, and strength look like just by being who you are. Brother and sister, you are not only my protectors and closest companions, but also the main pillars of strength for our mother and father. Your presence, love, and care give them the support they need every day. You are their guidance in so many ways, and I'm grateful to grow up surrounded by such incredible role models. With your support, I believe I can achieve anything. Whether I become a veterinarian, an astronaut, or someone who inspires others like a superhero, I'll always carry your love with me no matter how far I go. I promise I'll never leave you behind. Thank you all for always understanding me. Love always, your beloved daughter, Mahfuza Yasser.
Oh my. What a wonderful way to close this segment. Mahfuza, absolutely. Parents are the wind beneath our wings, isn't it?
Absolutely. These weren't just letters, they were windows into young minds full of emotions, expectations, and hope. Thank you, dear students, for sharing your thoughts so beautifully and bravely.
Dr. Dawood, Dr. Dawood, can I take a liberty of, using my position? There are two children who are very curious. Sadawasam Sheikh and one more. Let's take their question if they have any question.
So, so
Mariam.
please go ahead. I think you have rocked today and you won a heart, so you have all the liberty.
Thank you, sir. Yes, we can unmute Sadavasan and Mariam at one time each. Does he remember? Know that he's raised his hand. Mariam is there.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Mariam, what's your
Mariam,
question?
go ahead.
Sir, my question was that have you ever flied a fighter jet in fights or like any war or like that?
Okay, so I was not that fortunate, dear. I started my career in the flying, but then there were some medical issues and I couldn't. I have flown in the fighter jet as a passenger. So, and I have had the experience. So, what I used to do is I used to control those who control the skies. So, I am an air defense man. I would sit in a dark, operations room lit up by various screens and radar and look at that blip and speak to them, guide them towards their destination, or rather the target. So that is what it is. Not ATC. Umar asked, Is it ATC?" It is called fighter controlling.
Sir,
So I
when
was a
is your
fighter
first
controller.
takeoff?
Sir, because like my dad, he actually works at the airport. So like
Wow.
he told me he's in a like a control tower. It's
Yes.
called the ATC, and like
Yes.
they see from like where the planes are going. They're all the military radars,
Yes.
the normal radars.
Yeah. So it is very close to that. Yet our role is entirely different. Yes. Sada Wasim Sheikh, do you have any question, or he's just playing the prank?
Sir, when is
Yes.
your first takeoff?
Oh, way back when none of you and the teachers were born. I started learning flying in way back in 1981. I'm an old man, and so it's way back. All right, and somebody
Sir,
asked me
now
what
you
it
are
takes to become Air Force pilot.
retired, or you are
Yeah,
stay in
very
military.
interesting question. I love to answer that. So I don't write retired. Yes, I am technically a retired officer, but I like to call myself, I am not retired and I will never retire. So I call myself a veteran. So I call myself a war veteran. So before I go, the last question I would answer, somebody in the chat had said,
Sir,
what it takes to become an Air Force pilot.
what inspired you to join
Air
Oh, I
Force?
was born. I was born in the Air Force. My father also is a Air Force officer. My brother is an Army officer. So we are. My grandfather was a freedom fighter. So it was a natural choice, growing up amid the aircrafts. And 1971,
Sir, you
when
are now teaching to do how to fly the plane.
no, 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 dear, no, I am not. Okay, so before I go quickly, somebody asked me how to become an Air Force pilot. All right, so what you can do is after your 12th, while you're studying your 12th, you can fill in your NDA form, and or else much before that, if you are like you are class in class 5, you can join sanic schools. From there you have the option of writing all three services exam for NDA. And otherwise, after you graduate, finish your graduation, you have two streams. One is through the NCC. If you have been part of National Cadet Corps, then and C certificate holder, you can go and join, apply for direct entry. And alternatively, you can write a CDS exam. So these are three, four, ways to join and become an Air Force pilot. Air Force pilot. For a normal pilot, after 12th, you have an exam which takes you to Indira Gandhi Rashtriya Udan Academy. So you all can think of doing that. Parents, if you're listening, please encourage them, because what I feel is, although your life will not be without hiccups and storms, but remember, storms only lift the eagles higher. So it's okay to sail away from a safe harbor, dream, explore, discover. Fly free, fly high, and fly with a purpose. The world is, under your wings, waiting. Bye bye. Take care. God bless you all.
Thank you so
Sir, I
much.
love the way
Bye, sir.
Saad said
Bye,
it.
sir. Bye. Bye, sir. Bye, bye. Bye, sir. Bye. Bye, sir.
Bye, sir.
Okay, let's go
Thank
ahead.
you. Thank you so much, children. You control your excitement, but please mute yourself, all of you. Yes, sir, you ignited curiosity in our young minds and you surely inspired them. Thank you so much. Now, moving ahead, as we were talking about parenting, guys, can I get everyone muted? Yes, please mute yourself, dear.
Bye.
Please mute yourself, sir
Bye,
is
Urban.
gone.
Yes.
Okay,
Now,
thank
as
you.
we were talking about parenting, here's something to lighten up everyone's mood. Have you ever wondered what are those three magical words that can solve any dad's problem? Yes, anyone from the audience would like to
Sorry.
answer?
Thank you.
I'm sorry, thank you, please.
I love you.
Yes, that works wonderfully. There is something more. Come on, put on your thinking caps. Three words
Go
that
ask your
can solve
mother.
any
Go
dad's
ask your
problem.
ask your mother.
Absolutely. Ask your mom. Sometimes the best solution come from the ultimate authority at home. Nothing against that, but so it is. Next, now we focus our attention to global responsibility. The Sustainable Development Goal are at the heart of global citizenship. As it is rightly quoted by Robert Swan, the greatest threat to our planet is the belief that someone else will save it. Representing the voice of the youth, we now welcome one of our senior students, Ahan Jain, to share a powerful speech on social development goal.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Aman. I'm studying in grade 8. Today, I want to share my experience of a wonderful life skill activity on decision making that we had in our class. In this session, our teacher asked us some interesting questions where we had to choose between two options and explain our choice. For example, tea or coffee, smart work or hard work, recycle waste or discard waste, walking or using a vehicle for a nearby shop. These questions seemed simple, but they made us think deeply about our choices and their consequences. This activity also connected to SDG Goal 4, quality education. It helped us learn an important life skill that goes beyond textbooks. The biggest lesson I learned is always make decisions. Even if they turn out to be wrong, with practice, you will become a better decision maker. So don't hold back. Think, decide, and learn from every choice you make. Thank you to the teachers who conducted this activity. And a special thanks to the author of this book, Dr. DawoodVaid, sir, for creating such an insightful activity and book. Thank you and have a great day.
Thank you, dear Ahan, for that meaningful speech. Our future is definitely in safe hands. We are now privileged to welcome the visionary behind GSH, our founder, Dr. Dawood Sir. Keep your mind sharp as we call Dr. Dawood Vaid a charismatic and motivational leader.
Yes, everyone, please give a huge round of
Please
applause.
join your
Yes,
hands and
clapping hands. All of y'all, come on.
yes.
Good morning, sir.
Yes, and welcome everybody. Thank you so much. There's so much of noise here. There's independence celebration everywhere. And was not our chief guest, Wing Chow, awesome today? He was
Sir.
amazing. Look at the way he prepared for the sparrows. I mean, as much as he inspired you all, I got a message me saying that you all inspired him. And he was asking, where are your sparrows from? I said, Pure Bharat se hai. They are from all over the world. And I'm so, so proud of you. You know, I thought I'll talk so much with you, but the way you all have presented, from the letters, the skit, the conversations that went behind, your teachers, I'm proud of your effort. You know, I don't know how much noise around me, but you all have been awesome. You all have been brilliant. Now, maybe, do you want to play a little game or a quiz? Or you're already done for the day?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So, okay, I'll do 5 to 7 quiz with you. And no, not in Kahoot. We will do it right here. You can use your chats. You can message me. I'm sure you will unmute and speak also as much as I think you are. I'll ask you to keep quiet, but fine.
Can you hear him? So we can't hear you, Dawood sir.
He got stuck. Sir is stuck, I guess. He's having some network issue, children. Please wait.
Okay, I think he has some network issues. We can just go further. Like
We can move ahead. Zaira ma'am.
We can move ahead.
Rabab ma'am. Yes.
So thank you, Dr. Dawood sir, for such a lovely presence of yours.
Ma'am, that brings us to the end of the session. Shouldn't we wait for a minute?
No,
because
Rabab,
internet is yes. Please,
yeah,
please
continue.
All right. So on behalf of the entire GSH team, I express my heartful gratitude to all our students, parents, teachers, and distinguished guests for making this celebration so meaningful. We thank the management for their leadership and continuous support. And most importantly, thank you, dear students. You were the soul of today's program. Let's continue walking together in learning, service, and unity. A note to take along this Independence Day: freedom shines the brightest when we stand together. We look forward to a wonderful journey together at Golden Sparrow Hub Schooling. Before we take your leave, here is something to carry along. Yes, everyone pay attention. Parents गौर फरमाइए. जिंदगी की असली उड़ान अभी बाकी है. जिंदगी की असली उड़ान अभी बाकी है. जिंदगी के कई इम्तिहान अभी बाकी है. जिंदगी के कई इम्तिहान अभी बाकी है. अभी तो थामी है मुट्ठी भर जमी हमने. अभी तो थामी है मुट्ठी भर जमी हमने. अभी थामना आसमान पूरा बाकी है. So let's continue to dream big, aim high, and rise beyond limits, because best is yet to come. Soar high, little sparrows. Signing off on that note. Happy Independence Day and have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Bye, ma'am.
Tomorrow we have